Welcome to week 10 of Step Up, Scale Down. We have made it 10 weeks. We have 2 more to go, so don't give up now. I know y'all are doing so well on this program. This week, we're going to talk about stepping up to a successful socialization. And this can be really tough. This is dinner parties, going out to eat. So when you're going to a potluck dinner or lunch, I have some tips on ways you can prepare food to keep them healthy. The first one is baking. Always try to bake your food instead of frying. This is great for fish and chicken. Roasting. Vegetables are absolutely delicious when you roast them. Sprinkle a little olive oil on your vegetables. Roast at 400 degrees for 30 to 40 minutes. Boiling is a great option for eggs, potatoes, and pasta. Blanching is great when you cook fast in hot water. This retains the crunch and also the colors of your vegetable. Steaming food is a fantastic choice because it actually never touches the water and you retain your nutritional value. The vegetables would be in a steamer basket, so there's absolutely no added fat, where some of our other methods use a little bit of olive oil. When you're steaming your vegetables, you can always sprinkle with a little lemon juice, vinegar, or some fresh herbs. The 6th method of healthy cooking could be broiling. Broiling is using a very, very high heat. The heat comes from above, whereas grilling, the heat comes from below. The last method is sautéing. Sautéing is where you can use just a small amount of olive oil, cut food into very small pieces, and sauté and cook your vegetables. Always try to use whole grains when you're preparing food. Use fresh, frozen, and canned veggies and fruit. There's also a couple ways you can revamp your recipe. If you reduce your fat by 1/4 or 1/3, the taste is still there, but the fat grams have gone down significantly. You can also try applesauce and baking instead of using the vegetable oils. You can reduce your sugar by 1/4 or 1/3 also in a recipe. You can use cinnamon, vanilla, or even pureed fruit to give you like a little extra sweetness and flavor. You can cut your sodium by eliminating the salt, adding herbs, spices, and citrus zest. Now, dining out or going to parties. This is my hardest part, and I'm pretty sure it's the hardest part for lots of other people. So here are some great tips to use when you're dining out or going to a friend's house. If you know that you have a big dinner coming up in the evening, throughout the day, eat smaller meals. If you're eating smaller meals, then in the evening, you can splurge and have some larger calorie items. Also, if you eat a healthy snack before you go out to dinner, your stomach is a little fuller, and so you won't tend to eat as much. Avoid the chips, the salsa, and the free bread that you get at restaurants. If you can, portion yourself out about 6 chips, and you can have your chips, break them up, and have your chips with your salsa. If the chips and the bread are too tempting, ask your server just not to bring them. When you're at a buffet, make sure you're taking small portions, just a spoonful at a time, and only make 1 trip to the buffet. You'll find that you're actually full and feel satisfied with just 1 trip and smaller portions of the foods. At a party, don't hang out in the kitchen. It's so tempting to be talking with your friends and just munching as you're visiting in the kitchen. Move the party outside. Move the party to the living room and visit with your friends there so you're not tempted. Also, walking after a meal is a fantastic option. Take your friends out, take your family out, and go for a walk after a meal. Always remember to keep your goals in mind and your why. Why are you doing this program? Is it for a healthier you? Is it to get fitter, fit into your clothes? If you always remember your why, it's a lot easier to resist those chips at restaurants. Y'all are doing fantastic. Keep it up. I will see y'all this Friday. If you have any questions, tips, or hints, always feel free to email me. My extension is 1199. Have a fantastic week. Always live your best life with AgriLife.